Yo,
Yo, Savage AF, man, you know what it is, y'all. Forget your feelings, facts matter. We got both of us here today. I'm your boy Black Pedro. This dude.
what's going on? This is Shang. We missed you yesterday, but Pedro was auditioning for Gladiator 4.
No, they
And
doing a
so,
reboot of Gilligan's Island, and I'm still wearing the
oh,
outfit.
okay, yeah. And I guess because I'm a big boy, I'd be the skipper.
hey, that fit right in there. Savage AF, man. Forget your feelings, facts matter. We talk politics, hot topics, current events, and
Politics, I don't want to talk about it's just making me crazy. I'm getting depressed.
you
I'm
can't. We can't not.
people. I
It's
want,
just. It's
I want,
I know, I get it, man. Well, that's what the show is for. The show is like therapy. We can all work it out together as a community. And when we do that, man, it's usually Monday through Friday, typically 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, live on YouTube and Facebook simultaneously. If you ever miss us live, you are jive. You see what I did?
is that your old black exploitation explanation?
Yeah, that was the explanation.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah. So we do have our YouTube channel though, where you can redeem yourself, catch up on all our shows. They're archived there. It's scrolling at the bottom of the screen.
And
YouTube.com.
yeah, go to the page and click on click you got the control. I can't do it here. Click
Yeah,
on
no, I
the
was getting there. YouTube.com
yeah.
/C/Savage AF World. All one word. When you get there, don't be square. And click the
I
bell,
can't
get
take it,
notified.
man. I can't take it. I'm even watching it in silence. I can't take it.
The lip reading is driving you crazy, man.
No, they
When
got
you,
it. Donald Trump blames Obama, Biden, DEI for DC plane crash.
yeah, no, I got we're gonna get into it, dog. Don't trip. If you see our videos, man, interact with them. Give
I'm
them
trying, man.
what it is, y'all.
Thumbs
Also,
up.
hmm?
Thanks for the thumbs up, y'all.
If you're not a YouTuber, it's not your thing.
That's not your thing. That's
We
not
are
your,
on Facebook.
that's your party. That's not your gang.
Unless I mean, we might
Gang.
have to boycott Meta Dog if they keep acting like this. But that being said, we are on Facebook for now. Savage A dot. You want to put a dot right there? F dot right there as well. That's the easiest way to find us. Speaking of Meta, we got more for you, man. But basically without
Hate
followers.
America right now.
Yeah, no, I brother, trust me. I
I
get it.
hate you. I hate you people that voted him in.
That's why I do. That's why I do the weed. Be
I
letting you
want
know.
y'all to all get herpes AIDS.
Well, if Robert F. Kennedy becomes head of human services
He
or
will.
head of health and human services, everybody's getting AIDS, measles,
And we're
mumps,
gonna all
all
have
the
to do
diseases.
heroin. Yeah, we're all gonna have to do heroin just like he did for 14 years.
Rickets.
Crazy.
Follow us on Instagram. Without it, we are not funny. At Black
Apparently,
Page, at Comedian Shang.
yeah.
Also on Threads, same name, different game. And might as well keep the game going. We're also on Blue Sky, same names. Blueski at Black Pedro at Comedian Shang.
Yeah.
Hit us up there, man. Savage AF. Are we there? We got 30 seconds before we can curse, really.
I haven't snapped yet, but I'm about to, man.
I get it, bro. Speaking of snapping, Nate, snapping right into place, man. These bricks helping us build this building. Maya Baker, I see you. Lady Hazel May. Gina Emerson, welcome back. LG, I see you. Thank y'all for being here, man. We really do.
Finest, what's up?
Damani Jones is there. I see y'all. Thank y'all for being in the building. Savage AF. I'm gonna go ahead and do it 2 seconds early. Fuck your feelings, facts matter.
Oh, so you just gonna get the algorithm messed up for 2 seconds, man?
2 seconds, bro. That's all it takes.
God damn it. Goddamn motherfucking Pedro.
Motherfucker, say what? Black Pedro, that's me. Dang is here.
And yeah, I'm gonna be the person that if we continue to show, if I don't get arrested, because there's a very distinct chance the wrong person gonna say the wrong shit to me, they're like, hey, Trump won. Okay. It's gonna happen, and I just think that I'm gonna probably need some bail. I can't use Shang Bucks. I'm gonna need. It's horrible. These racist cunt cocksuckers that are running this shit, trying to get rid of Black History Month. Even to speak on that is ridiculous. And say, well, why should they get a month? We don't have White History Month. Shut the fuck up, or get stabbed with a fork in your forehead. Unbelievable. God damn. This is how the fuck. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Let's start the show. Yeah, there's so many things, so many emotions gonna come out today. It is January 30th, 2025 in the Time Space Continuum. It's a Thursday, y'all. Oh, by the way, if you are in Las Vegas, that's where Shang is right now. Catch him, man. 8 p.m. shows all week at the LA Comedy Club.
Yeah, I'm here for another 4 days, and I'm going a little crazy, a little stir crazy. I was gonna go out today, but I just said I'll kill somebody, and I don't want to kill nobody. I don't want to kill nobody. Well, I do, but I know the consequence. I love me, but so if I kill somebody, then me got to go away. Yeah, and then I got to fight a whole bunch of niggas because I got a buttery butt, and they want my buttery butt.
They want them cheeks.
The ladies said they want that buttery butt. A lot of the women say that to me, like, "Hey, buttery," because I'm light skinned. Because I'm light skinned. That's the reason.
Man. You want to protect all your butters, so
right. That's what I'm saying. And
listen,
take it.
It's Thursday, January 30th, 2025, in the Time Space Continuum. It is 3:08 p.m. on the West Coast. Savage AF, fuck your feelings, facts matter. We're gonna end today's show. Talking about a real fucking knucklehead, real fucking knucklehead, and those actually end up being his initials too, if you can put that together. A real fucking knucklehead. Knuckle starts with a K. But before we get into that, man, Savage AF, fuck your feelings, facts matter. Feel like we haven't asked this question in a while, but a lot has gone on. But when I heard this today, and you already alluded to it, Shang, I sat up off the couch. I sat up off the couch.
And then look at that.
And out loud by myself, I said,
"Motherfucker, say what? Yeah. Motherfucker, say what? Say yeah, yeah, yeah."
Your boy Trumpty Dumpty said DEI crashed a plane into a helicopter, y'all.
Right.
Motherfucker say what? Today, Trumpty Dumpty gave a press conference regarding the tragic accident where an American Airlines plane ran into midair, ran into a military helicopter, a Black Hawk. And everybody is presumed dead, I believe.
Yeah, well, they said it right now. The count is at 67 people.
Yeah, and the lady, there was like a bunch of kids on there that were
that were from
and they had Nancy Kerrigan on TV crying for the kids because they were part of her academy. This is craziness, bro. So, and
what's the vice president's name? Not Elon. What's the other dude? What's his name? Bitch ass punk motherfucker. Wish I could catch him in the alley. What's his name?
You talking about Love Seat?
Yeah, he
really likes to make love to.
He likes to stick his dick in sofas.
JD Vance.
That's right. He said it's not about it's because they didn't get it because of color. Okay, the bottom line is 67 people died. No empathy, no speaking on that initially. The first thing you go to is black folks' fault. It was the black folks. And in actuality, 74% of people that are air traffic controllers, 74% are white men. 74%, 9% are black or other. And I mean, black or Asian or, actually Arabic. And so for him to say
most pilots too are white.
Yes, it's well, I know it's 74% for air traffic controllers. I think it's 82%, mostly male, white males. So for him to blame Buttigieg for anything where there's been zero fatal crashes on his watch, blame Obama when there was zero fatal crashes on his watch. on Biden's
We've
watch.
had an
Zero
air crash
crashes.
like this since 2002. So
Right. So for him to say that, it is the bullshit, and the fact that he fired a bunch of people prior to this.
you
Trump
know,
did. Trump did.
you're trying to make sense, Shang, which
Hey man, I'm sorry,
sounds
man.
crazy out here, dog. But you know, most normal people might look at, you know, some of the firings that have occurred around air, you know, traffic control.
Just
Lady Hazel May says, I heard that Elon fired the air traffic controller director because they're in a feud, because Elon got fined over SpaceX. I saw a similar headline that suggested the same thing. But bottom line is, you know, a normal person would think, well, this is Donald Trump's presidency, albeit 2 weeks old, and this is under his watch. But instead, the man got up on the I don't know. It's hard to call him a man at this point. But
no, the orange bitch stick.
the chicken nugget up there he got up there and at the podium today and said that blaming Pete Buttigieg. And I saw a headline that said he signed an order that puts the blame on Obama, like you said. I believe Buttigieg and DEI or something like that. And it's like DEI caused a plane to crash into a helicopter.
Apparently, there was a magic flying Negro that threw one of them through the helicopter into the plane, and that's how the shit happened. That's how the crash happened. Flying magic Negro that was unqualified to fly as a flying Negro. That's
also, but
important part of the story.
But you know, it's like I could understand them saying that and trying to use that as a scapegoat if it was like, you know, Captain Tyrone Jackson was high on crack and he took a plane. You know what I mean? Like nobody's even been identified. Nobody's even been identified. Like if he was Denzel in the airplane movie where he flew the shit upside down, yeah, like yeah, I'd be like, okay, you know, I wouldn't agree with him, but it would be, you know, there would be some logic behind it. But I'm like, nobody's even been identified besides a few kids. Like you don't know who the pilots are, and if you do,
they do know what
that hasn't been released to the public. You know what I'm saying? Like he's out here speculating as a leader of this country. He's like speculating and throwing out bullshit that has nothing to do with the fucking accident. Yeah, Captain Tyrone Biggums. You know what I mean? If you're telling me the helicopter pilot was some Kia boys that just copter jacked a fucking military plane, then yeah, okay, I'd be like, yeah, niggas is tripping. But to even be like DEI out your mouth right now.
Oh yeah, no, that's not all, because
it's never valid. But I'm like,
what's the dude from The Mask, the other guy that just got confirmed? What is it? He says a tight face. He's a drunk. He's a sexual. Hexeth brought up the same thing, saying that it was not quality people. There's this perception with a lot of snow heathens or ice lights that they think that they're the most qualified, and the through line through all of their this shit they did today was, well, if it was a white man, it just wouldn't happen. But it has been a white man, just like it's been a white man that's been the president most of the time. And when shit goes awry, you have to take accountability, and these motherfuckers just won't. Trump will never take accountability. He won't take accountability for anything, even though he is the person that fired a lot of the air traffic controllers, which makes them shorthanded. And even though this is not one of those situations of shorthandedness, this was just a bad situation that happened, and there was a few mistakes made that was tragic. This is what made it say it's black folks.
Actually, I saw a clip from Midas Touch on Instagram. I follow them.
I follow them. Very good show. Very good. Midas Touch as
good feed. But they're one of the guys was saying that there are reports out that or coming out that the air traffic control tower from which that flight would have been being run out of that there were abnormal staffing conditions at that moment, that it wasn't staffed like it usually is.
I heard opposite. I heard
it didn't give any more detail than that. But
no, I heard it was standard staffing. I just watched it. It was standard staffing. It's just that sometimes there'll be one air traffic controller that's handling 2 different jobs. And I think that, you know, if you shorthand them and then they got to do it this way, what do you think that there's a possibility this happened? This has not happened since what, 1972? So this is bullshit on their part. But I'm going back to the fact that they still somehow, some way trying to blame black folks or brown folks or women for the shit that most of the times, again, 74% of these motherfuckers that are air traffic controllers are white men, is infuriating. He didn't even talk about that these people lost their fucking lives. So anybody that agrees with this motherfucker, from now on, you say some shit like that. I've been saying it on stage. I like, if they say, hey, well, Trump won. Well, shut up, bitch. Shut up, bitch. Okay. And if I didn't love my life so much, I swear to God, I'd throw it away and bust you the fuck up. I would. These people and these people that they're so busy trying to own the libs, and they're more worried about the shit he does against the Democrats and the libs than they are the stuff he's doing good for Americans. You all make me you make my ass itch. I want to fucking fight you, because talking to you logically with intellect and rationale ain't working. We need to start busting these motherfuckers up, hitting them two to the body, 1 to the head. We need to start. I'm serious. We need to start Dextering these motherfuckers.
I mean, I feel you emotionally, Shang. I would say that you should probably work out a better plan before you tell.
Okay, all right, fuck it.
To go around and start punching white people, because
not just white people. There's black people that I see. They're like, I'm gonna go with Trump because Trump, you know, he bought me some shoes. He gave me some. I
would say if you're gonna follow Shang's advice, then yeah, start with the white people though.
I'm saying, but look at this situation. This is something that is horrible that happened. Lives were lost, and these motherfuckers, the first shit you start to talk about is DEI, and you try to shift it. And then there's some white people that think like, yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was.
We don't even know. That's what I'm saying. Like it hasn't even been announced who was in the tower, who was the pilot of the chopper, who was the pilot of the. None of that has been put out there, and I'm like, how are you putting this on DEI already?
Right? Yeah. No, he didn't know. He didn't have any information. They asked him. He said, "Common sense." How do I know it was that? Common sense. He's an asshole. But they do know the pilot. It was Komos is his last name.
Okay, I'm just you're telling me. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just like, at the time he said it, I hadn't heard that name.
No, because it wasn't out yet. It wasn't out yet. He's just throwing it against the wall. He's lying, just like his new the new little blonde bitch that he got that just lie, and that's what they're gonna do. And unfortunately, people are so dumb and some misinformed and just about tribalism and racism and white supremacy that they don't care about the truth.
No, I mean, there's no truth in white supremacy, so there's nothing to be truthful about. Miyu, to back up what we said earlier, she was like, Trump just fired the officials that scheduled the air traffic controllers. They have been understaffed, and he has frozen hiring for most federal workers, including the controllers. So that's kind of where I was hearing that it potentially it was said abnormal staffing conditions.
Oh, okay.
To understand.
And I don't know why Nicole H is going to bring up that I was involved in a case of a missing dog. He wasn't missing. He was dead. I killed him. So I mean, you see how I took accountability? The motherfucking German Shepherd was on some German Shepherd Nazi shit. He wanted to bite my flesh, and he had to pay the price with his life. So anybody that want to still judge me from dog murder when the dog was trying to hurt me and rip my throat out and do something bad to me, I feel like I am justified. So everybody in here that the dog lovers or whatever, fuck, You can kiss my ass.
By the way, man, I want to give a shout out and an RIP to my my nephew, my dog nephew, Urban, who transitioned on Monday.
Okay, see, now you're gonna make me feel. Yeah, thanks.
Thank you, Urban. You were such a good dog. Thank you
you
for
were such a
protecting
good
my
dog.
sister and her husband and our family for so many years, brother. From Chicago all the way to Vegas. Man,
Okay.
we thank you, dog.
Yeah, well, you know what, Urban, you lucky you didn't run across me, because I'm gonna tell you right now, if you'd tried to bite
human, you would fit. You might fit in with MAGA. You have no soul if you don't like dogs.
No,
Mr. Castillo says
I'm fit in with MAGA because no, I like some. No, I don't. I don't like dogs. I'm gonna keep it real. I don't like dogs. I don't like dogs because dogs snap and do shit and kill a master and all kind of wild shit. You ain't never heard that with a cat. You ain't never heard a cat. The cat flipped out and took Pedro out. No, you're never gonna hear that. But you have heard that with dogs. Dogs, you be walking past a dog, you ain't did shit. You ain't even doing nothing bad. Dog try to bite you out the blue. Dogs is crazy. They say they most loyal, but those are the first ones. If you get locked in the house and you old, they'll eat your ass. So fuck dogs and anybody out there that like it, and go Eagles.
Oh Lord, now you're getting all your subjects confused now.
I just threw them out. You're right. Okay, but back to the point, and then I'm gonna ask you a question. When I first heard it, and I saw that Trump went that direction, and he's consistently went that direction, and they try to, same thing with his hires that he got with Cash. Oh, see, wow. Now, hey man, okay. You know what? I might have a little something in my heart. Dogs are a great judge of character. Baker said, dogs are a great judge. That's not true at all. You're a liar. Your feet stink, and you don't love your baby Jesus.
They say kids and dogs pretty good judges of character.
No, dogs are not good judges of characters.
Thank you for all the well wishes and condolences, by the way.
Yeah,
he was a good
dogs
boy.
Are not good judges of character. Dogs have attacked people that had nothing to do with it. Dogs were sick on people of color just because they were people of color.
That's not the dog, man. They were trained to do that.
Hold on.
Dogs are racist.
It's the dogs. Yes, they are. The dogs, German Shepherds, are racist.
It's the owners, dog. It's the owners.
But most owners are racist.
I feel like the police officers were not trying to hold the dogs back when I'm pretty sure that
I just have I have a problem. See, I should have a problem with Doberman Pinschers because that's the one that bit me in the neck, but I don't. I have a problem with German Shepherd, but that's not my point. And all you people in the feed, that's all you can talk about when there's and dogs are racist. See, Mr.
I see Mr. Castillo says dogs are racist. But man, listen, pass the blunt, y'all. Come on.
No, that ain't it. See, what I'm saying is, we know that Trump is racist. We know that Hellspace. I don't know how to say his name. Is it Hellspace? It's
Dog's ass.
Yeah. Well, he's a racist. We know that Sofa Fucker is racist.
Love seat.
So the bottom line is, for you to bring that up, not only DEI, but not only the people that he talk about, oh, we need qualified geniuses, we need qualified people, and then they insinuated that white people are the only people qualified. And then you look at his picks for these high, very important cabinet positions, and all of them are getting housed in these fucking in these hearings.
Well, that takes us to the next.
They're still going to pass them because the Republicans ain't about qualifications. They're about tribalism and sucking that ass of the orange bitch ass that's in charge. And if anybody don't like it, fuck you.
So that takes us to our next topic, RFK, a real fucking knucklehead.
I don't know what you mean, what you're talking about.
Bro, how are you going to be in charge of Health and Human Services when you sound like an armadillo inside a blender? Like, he is like, I would like to tell everybody. Man, listen, he is getting his ass eaten up, but he is. I think most of these motherfuckers are going to get passed.
Oh no, they're all going to get passed because it's not about their qualifications. Gabby got her ass handed to her. Said, "Is he a traitor? Is it yes or no? Yes or no? Do you understand what we're doing here, bitch? Do you understand what? Okay, just I see you painted your face orange so you could be like the orange fucking your orange dear leader, but that don't matter. You're fucking not qualified. And just like Hellscape, he wasn't qualified, but now that motherfucker is the head of a, and people don't respect him.
And he done crashed a helicopter already. This motherfucker already down one Black Hawk in DC. I'm like, well, tough job, tough week.
Cash has a printed in a book enemies list. They say to him, they ask him questions of things he absolutely said. And on MSNBC, they cut to the video of him saying the things they asked, did you say this? Did you say this? They show him saying it. And the Republicans with their spineless fucking cowards, you bitch ass spineless cowards, are going to still pass these motherfuckers. I hate y'all all. I hate y'all family. I hate y'all kids. If you got fish, I hate every one of your fish. I hope your fish, I want to pour bleach into the water and watch your fish float to the top. I hate y'all all. And if anybody thinks I'm overreacting, we need more Democrats and independents to overreact a little bit more. This shit is bonkers. Glad that Pedro got guns.
Again, they're for self-defense. I have no offensive maneuvers planned. I won't be storming buildings or anything.
That's coming soon. Because when they
come,
off my porch.
But RFK is this real fucking knucklehead. I mean, all of these nominees are ridiculous and you know, an insult to the position and us as Americans. But RFK, seeking to be the head of Health and Human Services, which oversees the NIH, which oversees the CDC. You know, the exchange with Bernie Sanders was one of those like, dog, you don't even know how to apply for a job, let alone hold it down. Because Bernie Sanders is like, you know, was the COVID vaccine effective in saving millions of lives? And he's like, I don't know. And he's like, well, all these studies have shown blah, blah, blah. And then RFK is like, well, if you show me the studies, then and Bernie had to cut him off. It's like, nigga, you applying for this job. What's wrong with you? Like, me show you the study. You should know this stuff and have this information. In fact, you should be the knowledge you come into a job like this with. This isn't like, oh, well, like you can't be a mechanic and go to the shop and apply for a job and then be like, well, if you show me how to start the car, then I could probably
help you out with it.
I mean, like it's like,
and this is the crazy part of it. With all of these cabinet, I mean, they're killing him. They're killing him in there. They're killing Cash. They're killing Gabby. They're just killing them, right? With all of that, the Republicans, except for one Republican who is a doctor today, said, you know, this is concerning that you don't know this information, that you don't have a medical background, that you don't. Was one Republican. Now all he has to lose is two, either all of them. They lose two Republicans, it's a wrap. But if the Democrats, with their bitch ass, what they constantly trying to placate and just, oh yeah, let's work. You bitches better not vote for not one Democrat better vote for him.
That already happened, dog. You know your boy from Pennsylvania, John Fetterman, who looks like a retired wrestler, thought was a righteous dude, always wears the hoodies. He voted to confirm Hexeth.
Then never again. I can't fuck with y'all. The Democrats
and I think that they needed JD Vance's, Love Seats. I think they needed Love Seats vote to break that to put.
Wait a minute, the dude that wears shorts and looks like
with the goatee, bald head, yeah, it's like if he hadn't been righteous on the campaign trail at a truck stop, you'd be like, he definitely kills hookers and hates black people. But,
right. Oh, well, he hates black people because he put him in.
But yeah, he voted to confirm Hexeth. So that's already happened.
Fuck him. All you Democrats, if you don't step up and step out and start doing something, you better bring smoke, fire, everything. Go Eagles.
Maya Baker points out that RFK, a worm ate part of his brain, a reformed heroin addict. So what makes him qualified? He white.
That's
and
it.
That's the real DEI, as they put it, right? It's these motherfuckers. Yeah, they definitely engage in ignorance. That's what DEI stands for with them. They love it. They don't want to know shit. And like somebody said earlier, I think it was LG. It's like the main goal is to like confuse and cause infighting and create a bunch of ruckus and chaos, so they can rob the bank. You know what I mean? You set the barn on fire while you rob the house, right? You know what I'm saying? So there's definitely, Operation Smokescreen in effect. But at the same time, this is part of the process. Like the chaos is getting these agents in. So this is step one of it, and they already got Hegseth through, and he's one helicopter down. So yeah, that's going to affect the budget. And we might need to take your keys. He might have been the pilot with his drunk ass, but
and the fact that, I mean, with all of that, I mean, what do we do? I've never thought, I wasn't as defeated when I knew that Kamala lost, because I know that this country is tribal and about white supremacy and not truth. But for some reason, with each passing thing that he gets passed in, or the Republicans do, I'm starting to feel defeated, and I'm frustrated. Not only from the shit that's going on there, but I mean, there's obviously shit in my regular life, but that I feel defeated because of this comedy career I've been doing forever. That makes me fucking crazy when I see people, and I'm not saying it because of Pedro here, because when I see Pedro on this, I rarely see Pedro. I'm gonna just keep it real with y'all. In person, like I see his image on here. To see somebody that is as talented as Pedro when it comes to this comedy game, and to see how they give shots to people that are mediocre. And then I see someone that I see that does great material and definitely more pure than me as a stand-up, and just come out and still wreck and not get the opportunities that I see these other people get. It's a combination of seeing this on the TV and seeing this shit happen, seeing it up close and personal with friends of mine that are comedians, and seeing how Black people are consistently losing ground. The therapy thing is real. I definitely was going, but I'm gone a lot. But I really do think something is up, because it is just.
And you can do it all. You can do it all online, dog. Like,
I'm gonna have to figure something out, because I
haven't
really
been to my
am.
therapist's office in a while because of COVID, and we just, after that, it just all became virtual.
I'm starting to really, and the people in the feed think, oh, he's joking. I'm not joking. I really think to see how this shit is going down, to see that they want to get rid of Black History Month, to see that they're fucking taking DEI out of things, so Black people and Black contractors won't even get a shot at some of these contracts, and they'll give it to mediocre and subpar fucking contractors.
And you won't get paid because that motherfucker doesn't pay.
And they asking people to sign out in federal jobs. They're asking them, hey, you can sign out and we'll pay you, do a buyout, which we know he doesn't pay people. With all of these facts and truth, and even in the face of facts and truth, to still see this shit happening, and still see them trying to get rid of Black History Month, and still trying to, I don't know, just and this is the crazy part. These snow monkeys are still mad. They're still mad. They're winning, and they're still mad. They're mad.
LG said your comedy game is dope, Shang. And Nicole Sadler said you have to protect your peace.
Well, it's not working. And I mean, this is wild shit. I just saw a thing on SportsCenter because I was flicking around. They're mad that there are 2 quarterbacks of color in the Super Bowl, even though they won legitimately to get there. They're talented at what they do. They're angry that it's 2 of them.
Hey man, it's just not fair. Next thing you know, all the coaches will be Black. It's almost like we're better at football.
It's like, what I think that's.
Brian Pryor, what up though? He says, Shang and Dro, y'all motherfuckers aren't doing the jazz hands that the gatekeepers, refuse to give it to us. So I agree with that, man. Like I realized a while ago, like, oh, I really don't fit in with the Hollywood set. To be
Well,
honest,
yeah,
like
no,
I can hang, I'm a
that's
cool
part of
dude,
it,
but like
Pedro. That's part of it. That's part of it.
it's just a bunch of motherfuckers that I don't like a lot. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, I know that. I'm saying, I'm telling you, this is a fact, not only in our business, especially in our business, because our business is so subjective and whatever else. When you see how many things that are being rolled back, when you see all the shit that's going on, when you see a president not come out and talk about 67 lives lost, that people died, and the first thing you can go to is DEI and talking about white people are, the people of color, or the white people of color, are taking our jobs, and they're constantly lying, 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 lying. How do you ever get to the truth? When you see, when I talk to a promoter or booker and say, these are the comics I think that would do a really good job on the show, on my shows, and I have to fight with them about it. And I would know better than them, obviously, who would do a good job. And they're like, no, we're going to go with this guy. Or they tell me, I pitch a show to a TV show, and they're like, wait a minute, you want to have you and another black host? No, we need a little white girl. I mean, and I'm sitting there going, no, but she's not as good as him. Fuck the gender. She's not as good as him. And to still have that happening in 2025 is fucking with me. And somebody is going to get hurt.
well, B Rose says Shang be mad. I don't think he needed that encouragement, B. I think he was already there. But we feel you, man. I think we all feel it. I was having these conversations with my mom recently, and she was like, and I was just saying, like, all due respect, to all of the generations before mine. Y'all had the speeches and the songs and the hope, and even organized and did a whole bunch of stuff, and that shit didn't work. Like, what I'm saying? Like it got to a certain point, but I mean, we're literally headed backwards right now. So I'm like, it's probably going to take something else. And she's like, well, like what? And I'm like, well, I don't think it's things that I could say out loud. So, it's not on this phone, but and definitely I wouldn't just say it right here. But we, to your issues and or to the emotions of anger that you're feeling, that I think we are all feeling, we need to direct that. You know what I mean? Because
I agree.
Just going out in the streets and getting into one-on-one conflicts with,
but it makes you feel better.
Cracker Jack, like, no, I mean, but it ultimately won't fix anything. It'll be just therapy.
I hear you, Pedro.
Yeah.
Look, I don't know if y'all can tell my eyebrows. My eyebrows wasn't like this before. I wasn't like this all the time.
You're a mean one, Mr.
They were bright, and I was the world. No, what's up, Jimmy? Jimmy, but I just feel like, what do we do? We keep.
Well, I mean, in that sense, then
Black History Month's about to be a wrap, man. They already put it in there. He already signed a thing.
So here's what my advice is, up to a certain point, is that and I've been saying this, that all of us, woke, educated or not, not even, I don't even mean educated, but intelligent, which is how I should say it, but woke, intelligent, conscious, righteous Black people out there, exercise your 2A, exercise your Second Amendment right, to the fullest, as much as your state, city, area will allow you to. Be responsible and take training and lessons on how to operate, aim, and and put a projectile downrange accurately. And once you get into that, I think we'll be in a better position collectively to respond to any situations that may arise that probably will. The crackers are coming. So please go do your Second Amendment shit.
Well,
stay legal with it, to be honest, because your ass going to jail definitely won't help.
Okay, I feel you, but I want to let everybody know I haven't gotten my weapons yet. I looked into a lawyer that can make it a little bit cheaper instead of me paying $7,000, $7,800. So it's really $8,000 to help me with that. But I did get an alert that my ninja throwing stars, my Chinese ninja throwing stars, I will be receiving them this Tuesday, and the update in the mail. And I also got those arm slingshots. I got some of those, and so I will be somewhat ready. And then once I get my weapon, I will be going to classes. Even though I'm a handgun, I'm actually really good with a handgun. I'm keep it real. But that shotgun shit, didn't expect that kickback like that. As hard as I thought I could handle it, but I will be getting
for hard correction purposes. Exactly.
so I will be getting 2 of those as soon as I get this taken care of. I will be having that. So I'm not now. You got Leviathan or what is
Leviathan?
Leviathan. You got Gertrude. You got
Bruce Banner and Sergeant Pepper.
Okay. I think I'm gonna name mine. Probably Malcolm X.
It'll come to you when it's in your hand.
Yeah. Okay.
Like when I took my AR at the case, and I was just like, from henceforth, ye shall be known as Leviathan. You know what I mean? And music came out of nowhere. So when you do it, that's what it is. Oh, you see me serious, Jess? I'm rocking mine. What up, Nope? Maya Baker. Now this is a great way to put it. Move in silence, stay vigilant, and be prepared to bounce quickly. And I would to add to that, Maya, I would say also find some sort of collectivity as well. Wherever you're bouncing to, hopefully it's somewhere where you can gather with like-minded individuals for fellowship. My sister hit me up
or you could hurt people.
My sister hit me up the other day. I woke up to a text from her like, so how do I get a gun? I'm like, okay, well, welcome on in now. And she lives in Nevada, so I was just like, I think if you walk in, they'll just give you one. Like their laws are much less strict than Cali.
Here, but if I bring it back to LA, then it's a problem.
No, you can't do that. But she lives in Nevada, so next time I go to Vegas, I'm gonna help her, get that together. My mother as well wants to get a piece.
Wait a minute. So your mom's wants to strap up to it's getting bad.
My mother, we probably gonna have to get her a little 38 snub nose, something she can handle like that. But and to be honest, that makes me feel better to have them, willing to take that step, because that'd be that's my fallback, would to go take care of my mom and sister when the shit hits the fan. So.
Well, initially, you're the one that said this shit might hit the fan, and that's what kind of prompted you to go and purchase them, get the classes, and do that. I think that was some Nostradamus shit. That was some seeing what's happening right now shit.
Reading the writing on the wall, especially when it's a albino monkey climbing that wall. But I did it just before January 6th, anyways. But I was telling one of my best friends from Princeton the other day, man, because we were talking about this shit. You know what I'm saying? He's brother like myself. And he was like, yo, this shit is crazy and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, nigga, go get a gun. I was like, and he lives in a place where it's difficult for him to do that. Like he's in New York City. So yeah, it's like not easy. But I was like, but your parents don't live in New York City and they're not that far. So you better set up a compound in that motherfucker right there.
The problem is, with me at least, finding Chinese throwing star classes.
Yeah.
There's not as many as you would think.
The dojos have been closing down so rapidly that
so there's not as many. So I've put on Reddit, I put out, I need some Chinese monks and who would be
I wouldn't be surprised if there was a YouTube channel dedicated to star throwing and other.
I will probably have to look that up too. And I know people are thinking, oh, Shang is kidding. I'm for real. $29.99. You can get some. There's 3 a pack, and then you can get 1 Sherakan, And so I'm gonna be ready. Put it this way: close corners. It's gonna be on. I don't know
Well,
about.
I think it was when I was in Vegas for Thanksgiving, but I took my girl to the range out there. I had Leviathan with me and Gertrude, and I hadn't shot in a while, but I was slapping, dog. I was slapping. What tripped me out, it was my girl's first time. She was slapping. I was like, yeah, I probably gonna have to stay faithful. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't want to piss her off. Like,
Yeah, wow.
she kind of
So
pulled
that's
that
another
thing.
bullseye, sweetie. Okay, babe.
Why
Listen,
just shoot him in the nuts? She just
and then if she's shooting, going, so who's Crystal?
I'm like,
Crystal. Oh, I bought my mom some Crystal. Are you sure?
So, BP Brian Pryor says Dro was scary as if it came to us being prepared for the BS. Some of us will probably dime us out. House ninjas.
Well, let's not talk about. Hold on, wait a minute. Let's not talk about Snoop right now. Let's
let him and Nelly play inside the house.
Rick Ross.
Let's play house ninjas.
Yeah, Rick Ross had his own agenda, and Soulja Boy is really not a soldier. Let's just,
we're gonna have to yank some of his stars.
Yeah, so I mean, I think that when you look at the situation that is going on in this country, when they're going to basically let people who are frighteningly unqualified, like Fuck K and Gabby, I'm a Russian spy, bitch ass flip floppy whore cunt bitch, and Cash, I got a hit list.
No, I'm about to hit this.
Yeah,
Cash Patel always look like.
Yeah, he's out of his fucking mind.
Oh,
but the fact that they're going to let him in and give him, what is it? The level of job they're giving him, and the people that you got to understand that if he's the boss, he's over 73,000 people. 73,000 people have to deal with him.
Look at the damage that somebody like J. Edgar Hoover did.
Horrible.
And I think he was the first leader of the FBI. Am I wrong? I don't know.
Yeah.
Or one of the first agents, I should say. Sorry.
Yeah.
But under his tutelage, he was taking down black leaders and surveilling people, and basically just a terrorist with a badge, the top badge.
And this guy is going to be the same, but for Trump. He's going to do it for Trump. J. Edgar Hoover did it because of racism, and he was a blatant racist. I think Trump
also
is
closeted.
Yeah, closeted homosexual issues. But yeah, and I mean, even that, I that part I go, he's closeted. He likes meat poles.
Yeah, it's not about the homosexual. It's about being closeted. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like there's a self-hate there.
Maybe because of the time, the era it was. I get it, but the other part, the blatant racism, and I think that Trump is this guy right now. And Trump is the guy with the blatant racism and never having any answers. Like if you watch all of the people he fucks with, never can answer anything. Cash couldn't answer shit today. Gabby couldn't answer shit. I mean, couldn't answer shit. Was getting murdered.
She was on auto response. She was like, Senator, I once again am telling you that I believe in America. And I was like, shut your ass up.
Yeah, and RFK, the most out of all three of them, when he's not dragging dead grizzly bears into Central Park, when he's not, and his own family came out, said he's a cruel, crazy person. He used to have birds of prey and feed them baby chicks.
He was putting chickens and mice in blenders to feed to his birds of prey. His cousin said it makes sense that he has birds of prey because he's a predator himself. So,
right.
I mean,
now think about that, people. This is his whole family has come out against him.
But look, like all of these nominees have just these degenerate histories that like are so. But I think Maya Baker said earlier, like they are playing in our face like it's a dare. Maya also says right now, you do know that Hoover was black, right?
I don't know what the fuck. All right, crazy town.
Maya, expound on that, because I mean, there's a lot of motherfuckers that were passing, or he might have had a great granddad that, you know what I mean? And that was one drop rule times if ever. So that would be interesting. Please let me know what's up with that, Maya.
Okay, I just looked it up. J. Edgar Hoover was born in Washington, D.C. in 1895 to a white Protestant family. He was not black. Stop it.
All right.
Stop it.
Either way, he was closeted, obviously had issues.
Now
what we're looking at is, I think Cash Patel is a closeted cokehead. I know coke.
Oh no, for sure.
I've been in LA too long.
And we know RFK he fought with heroin for 14 years, got his brothers hooked on the shit.
A worm made his brain.
The worm made his brain. He has no
that's
medical
another thing
background.
His cousin said his dorm room or the garage was the center. He was always bringing in the younger cousins or whatever to get him high.
To get him high. And if you look at his medical background, 0. And you're going to be over the head of people that are frighteningly more qualified than you. I'm seeing it this way, but I also correlate it back to my life sometimes where I go, I'm working with some comics that are frighteningly unqualified to be on these fucking shows. And social media, I get it, has changed it. That's
followers, Shane. By the way, follow us on Instagram at Black Pedro.
Yeah, and follow. Yeah, they have followers. I get it, but the bottom line is, you can have a bunch of followers, but if I throw you into the Super Bowl and ask you to throw, a 50-yard dart pass and you can't do it, then that's when it really, when they say the rubber hits the road. It's all bullshit. And the fact that these Caucasoids are winning this way and playing in our face, dissing us right to our fucking face, it's driving me fucking batty, and I really do need some assistance.
Yeah, man, I'm trying to look up to see this J. Edgar Hoover thing myself. Maybe his parents were white, but like there could have been somebody in the back of the background. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of secrets happened back then that nobody talked about. If you're telling me one of his great granddaddies didn't slip up, or maybe one of the grandmamas, went out back one day, you know what I'm saying, on round to the oak tree under the sycamore tree. That shit used to happen. LG says they, meaning all of these nominees, are dumb but loyal. That is what he appears to want. They will not ask questions about the fuckery because they are the fuckery. You know what I'm saying? You ain't see shit because you was doing shit.
Right. It's bananas right now, and I'm starting to let it creep into my regular life. Sometimes I try not to watch as much, but I do still soak it in.
Yeah.
But this shit with the plane that just happened made me just go, these motherfuckers really just gonna say this shit easy to prove they wrong. Easy. You don't have the information yet, Trump. You don't have no information on it, and you just making shit up. Well, it was a nigger driving the helicopter, and that's
common sense will tell you that.
Yeah, I mean, how do you get away with that? And this is for the fucking Democrats. How do you not have a press conference right after that and go, this was some bullshit, this was some bullshit, and this was some bullshit? Check these motherfuckers. Sometimes you got to check motherfuckers. It's J. Cole. Sometimes you got to let motherfuckers know what it is, that there's levels.
You got to do what you do right in their face.
Right in their face.
Like, damn, I never knew he could do it. He did it just the way I wanted to do it.
Right, but I mean, but they don't, and that's what makes them so feckless. You feckless bitches, you feckless fucking bitches. You Democrats, if you don't start knuckling up, I'm gonna start. I want to smack the shit out of them too. Everybody gonna get hands, man, tomato, potato, you name
it. I mean, it is time for the Democrats to hand over the reins to the AOCs, the Jasmine Crockett's.
Agreed.
The more progressive voices out there, even the Hakeem Jeffries. I mean, and they did make him the speaker, but he or the leader of the party in the House. But I think it's time for a lot of them to get out the way, and that's up to us too to find more progressive candidates, and participate in that process as long as it's still around for the next couple years maybe.
Oh,
But
democracy dead, man. I don't know why people think it's
well,
not.
Maya says, speaking of dying democracy, Maya says again, they want us angry so Trump can put us under martial law. And that, I think a couple days ago, I was saying that I saw this woman kick that theory, and I was like, you know, and it's one of those things. As crazy as it sounds, it also makes sense considering who they are. And at this point, I'm past being like, oh, that's crazy, or how could they do this? I was like, I see what y'all doing. Like Maya said, you playing in our face. You know, some of it's still remarkable. Like the DEI shit out of his mouth today. I'm like, damn, bro, like they're outside of even the logic of being illogical. Like we don't even know who was involved yet.
Nothing.
And you blaming mythological unqualified Negroes or whatever.
Yeah, that unqualified Negroes. But see, the thing is, and you've heard this on the news, and I've heard it many times. DEI is immediately associated with unqualified Black people in their eyes, in some of those people's eyes, and that's insane to me.
Maya says that's why Hegseth is over the military. I mean, these guys are sociopaths. They're predators. They are sexual deviants. They are substance abusers. And listen, all of those labels apply to me too. I'm not trying to run your life though. I'm just like, pour me another.
That's why they keep, when they bring up somebody else, like, well, what about Diddy? He ain't the fucking president, you stupid bitch.
What do you mean? He's not in charge of the military, fucknut. Gina Emerson says, what about the so-called Republicans? Not the MAGAs, but the conservatives. They are also to blame. I mean, no, they're told that's 100% of, they're the cause. They are the problem.
Absolutely.
I think when Shane's frustrated. Wow. I think when Shane is frustrated with the Democrats, when you're frustrated with the Democrats, what you're saying is you'd like to see them do more to stop it, because it's not like Democrats are causing these problems. They're just not doing enough to, you know, obstruct. But I have heard some people like Adam Schiff and stuff like that talk about holding up the process, you know, not allowing Republicans to bring things to the floor, and just kind of trying to muck it up in that way, which in that arena is the right way to fight. But, you know, sometimes then you watch, you know, some parliament in Southeast Asia and they're throwing chairs at each other. And I'm like, we might need to get into some of that too.
We might need it. That's
maybe
what
Jasmine Crockett does need to throw some hand, like, you know, take the earrings off.
I've been saying that for years and years and years. I've been saying they need to show some kind of passion. The Democrats, the problem that I have with the Democrats is you're not showing enough passion for the common man and the people that really need it. You need to show some passion. And passion sometimes comes out in the form of a flying chair or,
you know,
or a shoe. Somebody got mad one time and threw a shoe at Bush.
No, they got mad and threw two shoes at that motherfucker.
Right.
And I was mad. I gotta give it to him. That motherfucker dodgeball skills was ill. Then he just stood up there like, what you say, man, get. And I was like, God damn, man.
First off, I've been training with Tyson. I know how to.
That's the one thing I gotta give George W. is that motherfucker was like a shoe. He was a draft dodger, shoe dodger. He dodged everything.
I mean, think about all of that. So the bottom line is, if you look at this situation, which RFK is in a position of power, and the wackadoo shit he's going to say, and the wackadoo shit he's going to do, that we already know that he's already said he was going to do, just like the shit that Trump is doing. People are like, oh my God, I can't believe he's really deporting people and he's really, you know, causing people to be afraid. He said he was going to do the shit. Oh my God, Hellscape is actually involved with how the military is going to be run, and he's going to use the military to go after people of color that he feels that might be. Send them back to Puerto Rico. This dude said that.
Yeah.
Not realizing Puerto Ricans are Americans.
Yep.
So think about it. They held up 3 people that were Puerto Rican because they were speaking Spanish in New York. ICE did. And they had to explain to them, no, I'm from here. I live in Puerto Rico, but I'm from here. And they were like, well, we're going to deport you anyway. So a lot of people don't realize how bad this is going to get and the fuckery. Now we're going to do the show, but I am trying my best not to get crazy. And I've dealt with racism for 70, I'm 75 years old, man. I've been dealing with this shit for 75 fucking years. And I'm at the end of my fucking.
Yeah, don't say end of your rope. You'll give them an idea.
Yeah, that's true.
Maya Baker says the GOP could have squashed this and impeached Trump, but bitch McConnell sold his soul. Ha! Joke's on you, Maya. Bitch McConnell don't have no soul.
Yeah.
Can't sell what you don't have. Okay, gotcha. But also to add to that, the reason why the Republican Party handed themselves over to the MAGA movement is because they're afraid to lose power. They're afraid to lose their heads. Like them people was ready to hang Mike Pence.
Oh,
So I just want to say that yes, while Republican leadership obviously failed and allowed all of this to happen, honestly, half of them probably love it anyways, just aren't going to say it publicly. But the reality, the realest problem is the movement. It is the people on the street who want to be dumb. They want to be ignorant. They want to have slaves. They want to beat up Mexicans.
Oh, no, I agree with you. I agree with you. And don't think that's not coming up next.
Because those are the ones that we live amongst. You know, those
right.
like.
Oh, no. I work with them. I'm working with them. It's a thing. I'm working with them on the shows while I'm here. They're here. And by the way, no, I'm not Nicole. Hey, shut the fuck up. I want to see you in these streets, Nicole. But Latinos, when you put it, Latinos thought they were flexing with those votes for Trump, and he's detaining 1,200 of them a day. The Latinos, just like some black people, and I'm not going to say all black people, there's a percentage of black people that aspire for the acceptance of white people. They are yearning for them to accept them, not realizing they don't like you that way. They use you, and they'll work with you to use you, but they will not respect your humanity. And I see it constantly. I see it constantly in my life. I've seen it in conversations. I've seen how the police interact with people. I know how the police have interacted with me before when I'm trying to be calm, hey, listen, whatever you say, I follow their instructions, and they're still super aggressive with me. I got pulled over, and I got pulled over, and I did it. I did lane change without the clicker. I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna get a ticket. Let's rock it out. I was very like, I was dismissive to him because I was like, there ain't nothing else to talk about. You're right. Give me the fucking ticket. Let me go deal with it and keep it moving. But then he kept saying shit with his little curly handlebar mustache, and that irritated me too. What the fuck are you putting wax on your mustache and twirling it? You silly bitch. But I was being accommodating, and he still was being aggressive. Do you have any guns in the car? Well, not yet, bitch.
I'm on my way now.
Yeah, but I do got some Chinese throwing stars. Yeah. This guy, what the fuck? I've never. I didn't see that.
But yeah, so through the chaos, through the confusion, through the anger, let's continue to see as clearly as possible and look for solutions. You know what I mean? Ways to counteract this, no matter what they may be. But of course, first through the system itself, got to try.
Yeah, but the system is flawed, man.
I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying, go ahead and do it. Still vote, but like it doesn't take a lot of time to vote.
You know what, Pedro? I'm gonna wait till something really happens to you that way, and see if you go. Then the black Pedro gonna come out your ass, and you're gonna do something like.
It's like I think when Ed Norton played the Incredible Hulk, and they're like, "How do you control your anger or whatever?" Or no, maybe it was Mark Ruffalo's part. He was
Mark
like,
Ruffalo in the Avengers. Yeah.
He's just like, I'm always angry. I'm just,
Yeah, I haven't turned green yet, but I'm saying I think that if you look at the situation and the way it's going down, it's difficult to have some kind of hope. because you see things being turned over and over again, thrown back, go back to, you know, they want to go back to a time where black people and brown people and people of color and women are just these subservient slaves. And then you see the people he's picking who are automatrons that have their brains sucked out by the orange alien cunt stick in charge. And I'm trying to hold on. And then I correlated to our comedy careers. And I agree with you. You said you're not a Hollywood type. I know how to, you know, navigate a little bit with it, but I've done it so long that I'm starting to wear down. I'm starting to wear down where I'm starting to feel like, you know, I don't want to placate to you, motherfucker. Just what time is my spot? You know what I'm saying, bitch?
Yeah.
I'm at that point now. What time's my spot? I've been in here for a while. And then I got to see young comics just grinding and trying to get on, and people of color, and we won't even get a shot, or we just get nigga night, which is popular out here. I'll have one night for black comics or brown comics to perform in a comedy club.
The industry usually doesn't come out to those. So.
Oh, right. Oh, right. No, okay, that's a good point. They don't. So you don't even get seen. The black show that they did have at the Montreal Comedy Festival was at midnight. By the time that, yeah, no, I'm serious. I'm not joking. The Montreal Comedy Festival had the black show, or quote unquote black show. It was black and brown people, and it was at midnight. So it was just, I talked to some comics that did it. It was just a trip up there to perform.
No, that's it. Lady Hazel May says, "Where has voting got us?" Well, you know, this far. You know, and as broken as the system is, it's not like nothing can be gained from it, right? Like,
oh no,
especially on the local and state level, you know, it's still important. I do believe that, as long as it's somewhat intact still, like, it's important to do that. And again, find other ways that we might have to react and respond. Find like-minded individuals who you can collectivize with to, you know, sort of implement any plan or reactionary force that may be required. But, you know, do both. But basically, I'm saying, like, don't go out and just start slapping people at Whole Foods.
Are you sure? Are you sure, Pedro? Are you sure?
Yes. I'm saying, like, there's a few more steps.
Yeah, I'm glad you clarified and put yet.
Yeah, it's a few more steps before we get there. I'm not saying it's not down the road, but, you know, let's take our time.
I will wait for, hopefully someday Slap Saturdays will be coming.
Slap Happy Saturdays.
Yeah, it's like, well, good morning. And yeah. I mean, I just feel like I'm starting to unravel a little bit, because this shit is wackadoo.
That's why it is important also to take care of your mental health. So, man, seek out that therapy. You can do it all.
I just can't do it. I can't do it. I just can't do it. I can't.
Do not write a manifesto. Okay, you don't need
I
that
just
yet.
want everybody to know this was a long time coming.
Ever since that dog bit me, I've been Savage AF, man. Fuck your feelings, facts matter. That's our show for today. We got one more for you. And then we're very close to getting in studio. And at that point, in a couple of weeks, we're gonna have actually a different format, a different way of presenting ourselves.
Right. It'll actually be February 11th at 3 p.m.
At 3 p.m.
It'll be a new studio that we will be in. Also, we'll give you all the information in the interim. But yeah, definitely make sure that you stay with us, because the changes are going to come where it's a little bit different quality of what we're doing. So make sure you do
higher
that.
Quality. Okay. Yeah. Same good product. I mean, look at these guys, right?
Man. Come on.
But yeah, just formatted slightly differently, presented differently, but
right.
But still the content is going to be the same. You know what I mean?
The content and the savagery is going to be the same. Also, if you get a chance, if you're in Vegas, hit me up on IG at Comedian Shang, and I will, if you want to come see me live at the Strat LA Comedy Club, I'm there nightly, 8 p.m. shows all the way until Sunday. And then I will be, the week after that, I will be going to that one's, you're not going to be able to afford that one. I couldn't afford it. The Cancun Comedy Festival, I'll be doing February 20th through the 4th. And then I will be doing the Laugh Factory in West Covina. Go to my website, iamshang.com, for all the information. I got a couple other shows coming up, and then I'm going to be taping a couple podcasts. I'm going to let you know other people's podcasts to promote our podcast, I'm sorry. And then I'm talking to them about him doing it. And so we both will be performing on that podcast. Well, solo, but we'll both be on the show.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Savage AF, man. We might have a slap of MAGA Mondays, according to Mr. Castillo. But hold them hands. Not quite yet, y'all. All right, we'll be back tomorrow, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Again, if you're in Vegas, check out Shang at the Strat, 8 o'clock for the next 4 nights. In the meantime, in between time, just know that if you are white and you voted for Donald Trump, you are either really, really rich, really, really racist, or both. If you are not white and you voted for Donald Trump, you are either really, really rich or fucking dumb.
That's it.